Damn. This shit a little difficult. Y'all kind of went crazy with this segment. It's actually a little stressful. I actually want to leave. Like, damn, 2 more? That is wild. Peace, peace. It's your boy MORUF, and I'm about to dig in the crates at Okayplayer. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Respectfully. All right, so we got the locks, Money, Power, Respect. All for the Love is one of my favorite beats ever. Jadakiss is one of the reasons why I started rapping. Where do I discover music? That was a good one. Currently, I'm not gonna hold you. IG been blessing me. It's either IG or homie text me, like, Mo, you gotta bump this. I'm gonna have to pick this one just because, like, yeah, man. Illmatic. It's just important. Possibly one of the best or most perfect hip hop albums ever. And it's timeless. Like, whose world is this? You got Pete Rock, Q-Tip, Premier in the studio at once? Respectfully. Where I find new music. Okayplayer. That's why I find my new music. And same thing. I say Instagram or somebody might have texted me. I'm still old school with it. Where do most people discover my music? About to be annoying, but IG or somebody texting my music is still, I think, the power of word of mouth in this day and age is still a good thing. Like, my friend told me about your album, da da da. So just word of mouth, I'll say. I'ma just pick this Luther joint, just off of the cover. It's a meme going around, like what happened to real R&B when was laying down. It was that feeling, you feel what I'm saying? Like Michael was also laying down. I think this is a representation of a black man being vulnerable. Like, we need to lay down and cry in the rain a little more, respectfully. Shout out to this one. How would I describe my music to someone who has not heard my music before? Number one, it's a feeling, it's an emotion. So I wouldn't even describe it as a genre based first. I wouldn't say like some hip hop rap shit. It's a feeling, it's something in which you can feel, regardless if you like in country, regardless you like in gospel. Great lyricism, storytelling, beat selection. It's a vibe. That's what I say. It's a vibe, and I allow the listener to describe how it makes them feel more than anything. Of course, Dilla Donuts. This is important. Just the fact that Dilla made this majority of this album on his deathbed. It's a little haunting, but at the same time, very inspiring that he was added into his last days. Working on it, Waves, great songs on this. And Dilla just being one of my favorite producers in general. Also, low-key, Dilla's one of my favorite rappers. Music I grew up listening to, so I'm Nigerian American, first generation. So my mom, she would play like Nigerian gospel vibes. My father, he would play Nigerian music. Sunny Ade, he's basically like the Jay-Z of the Nigerian folks. So I grew up hearing that, and I'm the youngest of 3. I have 3 older sisters. That's where my love for like Anita Baker. I was like in the 4th, 5th grade. I was like, how can I make my music sound like this? I'm a rapper, but I wanted to sound like Anita. Some of the picks is very nostalgic to my upbringing. Definitely, it was more so like R&B, soulful angle, and I try to figure out a way to implement that in my music, feeling wise, you get me? I'ma just say the very best of Death Row. I think these was like probably one of the most powerful labels at the time. I wasn't the biggest fan of Tupac, I'm not gonna hold you. Maybe it's the East Coast bias, but as I got older, it's just like the context in Pac. As we say, you know, black people are not a monolith, and Pac had so many sides of him. I'ma say this Funk Flex, 60 Minutes. I remember Volume 1 actually. My sister, she bought the cassette, but I personally feel like in the culture, we come for Flex a little bit, like he could be aggy, like let the rappers rap. But if you think about it, he's one of the most important figures in hip hop consistently. For sure. So shout out to Flex. Favorite album artwork, it'll probably be Midnight Marauders by Tribe. And the reason why I think it's one of the most selfless album covers ever. Like, we gotta realize hip hop is egotistical. You gotta have an ego. You get me? This is y'all like 2nd, 3rd album, if I'm not mistaken. And y'all got a bunch of other rappers on your cover? That just says how like confident you are about your art. I really feel like you could put that album cover in the Smithsonian. Respectfully, SWV, I'm So Into You. I think it's a single, John. We got the B-side, I'm So Into You extended version, the club mix. SWV is one of my favorite R&B groups, probably groups in general, probably my top 3. Nah, I just think they're just very timeless. And Human Nature, that's also like top 5 favorite songs as well. My favorite song for my catalog, I would say it changes, but right now, currently it's Sentimental. And I picked Sentimental because it's actually my daughter's favorite song of mine. And the song is actually about my daughter. It shows I'm barring up, but also shows like vocals, getting harmonies off as well. How does my daughter inspire my musical process? Just knowing like she's really listening. I'm very aware of what I say and the energy I put out there. I say Nas, it's for my with daughters. Will Smith, just the 2 of us. Will barred up. Hov did a freestyle for Blue Ivy when she was born. Flex dropped, I remember that. Probably Stevie Wonder Ass. For shits and giggles, SWV, I'm So Into You. Why not? China Doll was crazy. I'm gonna say China Doll. Respectfully, my sister, Sarah Bimba, she copped this album. I remember when it dropped, and Foxy, she was just one of those ones. Foxy, she came on the scene, she was like 16, 17. Say it again, say it again. I ain't a singer, but you get the vibes. Yeah, Foxy, she's I think one of the most underrated rappers that we've been blessed with, for sure, for sure. I got my name. It's actually a Nigerian Muslim name. My father's a Muslim. It means compassion in Arabic. Yeah, I think that's something to which I actually stand by and live by. Try to be as compassionate as possible with myself and with others around me. And I think with compassion is tied to love. Not being a pushover, you get me? But like, I try to implement that within my music, the way I live, and it's within my name, so yeah. Respectfully, Zane. Come on, man. Hey, Mr. DJ single. Their debut album was one of my favorite albums as well. Zane, very underrated. A good concert that I went to, it was a Thundercat concert in Brooklyn. Amazing. Thundercat is one of my favorite artists. If I had a Thundercat vinyl, I would have put it up there 3 times. I thought he was so niche, low key, but it's like, nah, that is him. 2 artists that I would love to see collaborate today would possibly be, I'm trying to blend 2 different worlds. Let's say like a Thundercat and Rob 49. Just 2 different worlds. I would love that. A. Marie, one thing, respectfully. Her first album was even crazier to me. She had like EPs prior to that, but I also feel like A. Marie is one of the most underrated vocalists or songwriters. A. Marie, different, respectfully. My favorite music video for all time, I'm gonna say Thriller, and it might be like an easy pass to y'all, but the reason why I say Thriller, because it still scares me to this day. I'm sorry, it's so good. I hear laughs in the studio. One song that I feel as though is a 10 out of 10, it's called Running by Sparkle Mommy. It's kind of like alternative jazz-esque vibes. She's a vocalist. It's so fire. It's like I want to go hip hop, but I'm like the most not hip hop rapping, but I love hip hop too. Top 3 albums of all time. Oh man, this is gonna stick with me forever, huh? Good Kid, Mad City is, I just think it's very important as well to this generation. I'm gonna just go left. This is album by this group called Air that me and wifey we've been listening to. It's fire, right? I'll say Black on Both Sides is actually, I should have put it #1. His range, he got on his rock joint, the song Mathematics. I think it was no boundaries. I actually think that's possibly one of my favorite albums, hip hop albums ever. What album is a no-skip album for me that I recently listened to? And I want to say recent artists, I just feel as though it's important. J-Rob and the homie Ulu J. Gemstones at the Corner too. Just a good album. Me and wifey, we bumped that on the road trips. Good vibes, for sure. All right, so respectfully, I'm gonna just say Igor. Actually, one of my favorite Tyler albums. I respect the fact that he just went left sound-wise. Obviously, Tyler's Tyler, but just sound-wise, how he kind of came in very crazy with the persona. And I think Tyler is the epitome of what a rollout should be as a creative, as a rapper, as a songwriter. It's very inspiring. The first thing that I pick up of a song when I listen to it definitely probably production, then melody, then lyrics. Cause it's just like, I like to take time to really listen to it. I might not listen, so I'm like, all right, let me hear these bars. But it might be like, how does it make me feel? A song that'll get me out of a bad mood, Sounds of Blackness, Optimistic. Whew. As long as you need, keep your head to the sky. It held me down. I'm gonna go Who Is Jill Scott. I remember I was in track, I did shot put and shit, and one of my teammates had the iPods. You wasn't there, iPods. And I borrowed her iPod and had this album on there. It was just so nostalgic. This is my favorite Jill Scott album. She's like a poet, singer, rapper, obviously from Philly, came under the roots. We got Jill Scott. Peace, peace, it's your boy MORUF, and I just finished digging in the crates. Okayplayer, check it out.